Okay, I have heard enough about this freaking Civil War Robert E. Lee Confederate flag thing. Okay. One, the Confederate flag can mean a lot of things. It can mean someone's being racist or whatever, but I am not racist. I like the Confederate flag because it's part of history. It's part of history. I love history. I like war history because it is so advanced and interesting for war history, all of the wars. But to take down a statue because of one little thing that was part of the war, the Civil War was not fought just because of slavery. Look it up. It wasn't. And there's been slaves for thousands of years. Thousands. In the Bible, they're slaves. You want to take down a memorial because of slavery that was going on in that time? Okay, you can take away the Bible or something because there's slaveries in the Bible. There, uh, you can take down Washington Memorial. Washington Memorial, he had slaveries. Abraham Lincoln had slaves, all that stuff. What are you gonna do? Take down the White House because the White House was built slaves, almost all around it. Okay, and vandalizing graves. No, don't do that, people. I don't care how much you don't like, how much you hate something. Do not vandalize a grave. I was watching the news the other day and someone vandalized a major Civil War monument. Just vandalized it. How would you like it if someone came up and started fussing at you about Malcolm X or uh, Martin Luther King wasn't bad. He was actually a good guy. He was a good guy. But you want to take away these other monuments because of slavery? But that's like taking away Martin Luther King every black memorial there is. You're trying to take away every white one. We're not trying to take away yours. I understand some people are all worked up about it. But like I said, there's been slavery for thousands of years before the Civil War, and actually there was still a little bit of slavery after the Civil War. And it wasn't just the Confederates that had slaves. It was the Union too. Union had slaves. I don't know why I keep saying slaveries. Slaves. Okay. Union had slaves too. See, the slave thing wasn't part of the Civil War yet. In the beginning, do your history, man. Civil War was fought because the people did not want to do what the other people wanted them to do. It was basically land, and they thought it was freedom. They did not want to be told what to do. They did not want to be told what they did want to do with their land and everything. And then the slavery came into it also, eventually. And also, we didn't just go over and take you. We bought you. You were prisoners. We bought you. You were prisoners. The black people were prisoners. Actually, there were some white slaves too. Think about it. It's just ridiculous. Come on, we got better things to worry about than all this, man. I've had enough hearing about it. I just had to make a video because I've had enough about it. Nothing's on TV but that. Okay, just shut up. That's what I gotta say. Shut up and figure out something else. Your problem, okay? Figure out something else to deal with. Figure out something more important. It's history. You cannot change history. It cannot be rewritten. No, it can't. You can take down anything you want, but it will still be there in history books. So, I guess since you're taking down the General Lee one, why don't you take down Washington Memorial, Abraham Lincoln, and all them other ones? You gonna do that? Or are you gonna take down churches because there's slavery in the Bible? What are you gonna do? Come over here and protest? Take down this church because there's slavery in the Bible. Do you not get this? The point of this video, there's been slavery thousands of years before the Civil War, and it was some after the Civil War. Just think about it. Yeah, well, I hope this video even lets you understand a little bit of how some people like me feel about it. But there's other people also that use the Confederate flag for racism, and I don't approve of that. That's messed up. It's part of history. You don't need to bring you don't need to bring the Confederate flag into your racism. It's part of history. Part of American history. Remember, like, you can't change it. It's already happened. Well, have a good day. Can't be good. Be safe.